Hey everyone, so today I decided to do a New Year's Eve look. The beautiful panacea81, aka Lauren Luke, asked me to be part of her collaboration. And of course I said, let me think about it. Yes! Of course I said yes. Who wouldn't? So I said yes, and we've done like 2 looks for you guys, so I hope you like it very much. I'll put the link to her video somewhere in this video and down below in the info bar, so make sure to support her. I'm sure you do, because she's amazing and she's known worldwide. So, but if you want to learn how to complete this look, this over here, sorry I have a tissue, ew, this look, keep on watching and I hope you enjoy. Now the first thing I'll do is use just a very small brush. This is a pencil brush. You could also use an angle brush. And I'm going to use sort of a grayish blue color. This, you could use probably like any color you want. You could even use black if you want. But I'm just going to shape out where I'll be applying the colors on my lid. So what I'm going to do is, this is sort of a cut crease. So I'm just creating a V shape for now. Now I'm going very, very lightly. And I'm just going just a little bit over the crease. Now you could go straight into the crease or just above it, depending on how you like to wear your makeup. I'm going just a little bit over because when I open my eyes, I want to see the colors. And I'm going to place that color right underneath the brow over here. Just don't like to go with like straight off with a black, because if I need to like adjust the color, or if I do a little mistake, it's harder like to erase. After, we're going to start working with some blue colors. Now the first color I'm going to use actually this, probably like this L over here, like these colors over here, like that. So this one, this one, this one, and maybe a couple of these ones. So it's up to you, whatever brand you want to use. But as for now, I'm going in with a very bright color. We're gonna diffuse the color so it's not gonna show as bright, but we definitely want to see a blue tint to it. So I'm going to use, what is it called? Fresh Water from M.A.C. So I'm taking some blue on top of a flat shader brush, and I'm just applying that just on top of where I applied my colors, well, my previous color. And I'm starting like on the line where I applied, and I want to blend it down. I'm not going to focus on blending it up too much for now. Just going to work on getting that very bright blue. So this is what you look like right now. You look like a Power Ranger. Then you just want to take a blending brush. I'm going to take just a fluffy brush like this one. And I'm just going to start blending the edge over here. You don't want like a harsh line. And I'm just going to blend a little bit. You don't want to bring the blue too much on the lid, because this over here will be free of color. You definitely want to keep that skin tone shade. After, I'm going to go in with a shimmery bluish color called Waft from M.A.C. So taking that navy color and just applying it mostly on the outer edge of the previous colors. So I'm taking the edge of my pencil, just over here, just mainly for the placement. Then take that blending brush and you want to start blending. I'm mostly like focusing on blending the upper side over here, because I'm telling you, you don't want like any harshness, if that's even a word. Now I'm going to go in with just thinner brush. I'm going to use just a liner brush, which is going to help me like be more accurate. And now I'm just bringing that very, very gently. Our blending brush, I'm going to bring that blue close to the brow over here. You shouldn't have like a lot of color. It's just going to softly diffuse the color. Now very, very gently, I'm going into that Waft, so that navy color, taking it a little bit on my brush, and just where we just started blending. Okay, so the blue is definitely like visible. So now you can darken the look up, well, actually a lot. And I'm going to use a matte black color, so I'm just going to use, in this case, I'm going to use the M.A.C Carbon eyeshadow. And please, 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 if you did your foundation before, be very, very careful. Tap. You see, like, you hear that? I'm tapping the excess off. So I'm going with my pencil brush and applying that right in that V section over here. Mostly just placing the color right now. I'm not blending. Then you want to go in with your fluffy brush. Actually, you want to kind of find a fluffy brush that's a little bit pointy. So I'm going to use this one over here. As you can see, it's a little bit pointier than the other one, just because it's going to help us with the accuracy, like the placement and everything. So I'm just starting to blend. So you definitely see that it's starting to get more intense, which is what you want. Don't worry if you're losing a little bit of that blue, because we'll be applying some more on top. And make sure the key to this is like having a lot of brushes, I'm telling you. Because if you only have one blending brush, like a fluffy one, you're gonna have a hard time with this, because the look is gonna get very muddy very quickly. So I have, I think, the right intensity. Now remember that flat blush with the blue. I'm just going to diffuse a little bit of that color right over here. And just apply that fresh water just beside the black, just so that we don't lose our bluish tint to it. So for this look, you want the dark color to stop maximum like on the half of your eye, nothing in the other section. So I went ahead and cleaned my under eye area. I basically took out my foundation and reapplied concealer because it was everywhere, and trust me, I was being very careful. So small tip, don't do your foundation before your eyes, because you're gonna look like a raccoon. So as you can see, I've worked with the intensity. You definitely see some blues happening, so this is what we want. Now we're going to move on to the lower lash line. Now it's going to be very, very simple. You basically want to use a, what do they call again? An angled brush, a liner brush. And I'm going to go in with that bright electric blue color, so fresh water. And I'm just going to run that onto the lower lash line. And I'm going to go half of the eye. Then you want to go straight into your black color, so matte black, and go right on top. Try to go like closer to the lashes. Then you want to go in either with the pencil brush, or I'm going to go in with the 239 using the tip over here. And I'm just going to smoke what we just applied. So I'm just going to diffuse it. And make sure you connect it with the upper colors over here. You see there's a gap here. I'm going to fill that in. So you see it kind of goes like straight out up here. You still want to keep like a kind of a medium sharp edge over here. And you just want to make sure you blend the top. Now because we blended the two colors on the lower lash line, I'm going to go back into my matte black with my angle brush. And this time around, I'm just going to apply that black straight onto the lash line. And we're not going to blend that because everything is already blended. You just want to make sure that everything close to the lash line is pitch black. Especially because we're going to be applying a black liner. You want like the liner to kind of melt into the carbon eyeshadow, which is what we're going to do now. So take your black Kohl liner, if I can find it. Perfect. I'm going to use my M.A.C Feline Kohl Power. And you want to tightline your eye. So try to apply that onto the upper lash line and the lower waterline. So if you can, just try to do the lower waterline. And you want to make sure you keep everything very, very tight onto your waterline, especially on the inner corner. You don't want anything to bleed over here. So just be very, very precise. And now I'm blind because I looked in my bulb, like the light. Whew. And while you have that liner brush and using that black color, you could line your upper lash line with gel liner or an eyeshadow. It's up to you. So I don't have my gel liner close to me right now, so I'm just going to use an eyeshadow. And the reason why we're doing this, one, because it's gonna make your lashes look fuller, because it's gonna fill in those gaps. And second, it's gonna hide your lashes once you apply them. Well, it's gonna hide mine. I don't know if you're gonna wear lashes, but I think you should, because it's New Year's Eve. Or even if you go grocery shopping or to church. Now we're done with the dark colors. Now what we want to do is just fill in that gap over, well, it's not a gap because we want this to be free of color, but we're just going to apply sort of a shimmery color on top. You could use Shroom from M.A.C, which is sort of a very light skin tone eyeshadow with a little bit of sparkle, and you could use Brulee. Anything that will kind of match your skin tone that has a little bit of shimmerness to it. For this case, I'm going to use the pigment from M.A.C called Naked, which is basically my skin tone, but it has some shimmer to it. So I'm just going in with a stiff flat brush, and I'm just going to press that where we didn't use any color. And this is, you could skip that, but I think with the shimmer, it gives a very nice kind of touch. And I'm going to apply just a very, very tiny bit right underneath the brow, not too much, just to kind of lift up the eye again so that you have your brows at your hairline. Then into the inner corner, what I'm going to do is use another pencil brush. I'm going to wet it, and then I'm going to go into the most fabulous pigment. It's my favorite pigment, except that I hate the packaging. It is sort of a silver white pigment from Lise, which is a Canadian brand. And because you've used a little bit of water on the brush, it's going to turn into like some sort of metallic color. And I'm just going to apply that right into the tear duct. And this will kind of turn into like metal color. Now you might want to use just another tiny brush just to blend. So once that you have that right there, you could just go in with the loose eyeshadow that's not wet. With the loose pigment, sorry. Tiny brush, applying right on top. And be generous, because you really, really want your inner corner, your tear duct, to shine. It's going to be the star of the night. Now we're done with blending and applying colors onto the lid. Now the only thing, oh, I almost dropped it. The only thing that I'm going to do is, because I love drama, I'm going to be applying lashes. Now, you could use whatever lashes you want, but I'm going to use two sets. I'm going to use the EL129 from N.Y.X. And I'm going to use those on top of the EL102. Now I went ahead and applied several coats of mascara because you want them lashes to be extremely bold. And as for the blush, I went in with a blush that goes on beautifully on any skin tone. It is called Margin, which is basically a nice nudish rose color that has a little bit of glow to it. So you just want to apply that right on the apples of the cheeks. And in the hollow part, just to define my cheekbones a little bit better, I went into my contour. Usually this is my contour. It is a blush from M.A.C called Sincere. And I just went in with an angled brush, just tapping in just a little bit over here, just at the beginning of the ear and just this section over here. And now you can move on to the lips. So you can go ahead and nude them out either with foundation, lip erase, or in this case just my lip liner from M.A.C called Naked. And after, just to add a little bit of definition to my lips, I'm gonna line some section of my lips with the Boldly Bare Lip Pencil from M.A.C. And I'm mostly going to define my Cupid's bow. So you clearly see that the lips are a little bit more defined, but when applying your lip gloss, or in this case I'm going to use, what is it called? A lipstick. You want to kind of blend it into your lip liner. So I'm going to use the color from M.A.C called Myth, which is very, very nude. And I'm just going to blend it on top of the lip liner and make sure they blend together nicely. And next on top, because we definitely want a little bit of shimmer, I'm going to use one of my favorite lip gloss from M.A.C called Young Thing, which is a naked color but has some gold reflex to it. And of course, just before I forget, you need some sort of highlight over here because you want to look like a disco ball for New Year's Eve, right? You want to be seen like from a sea of people. So I'm going to go in and add a little bit of highlight on the cheekbones. I'm going to add the Silver Dusk Iridescent Powder from M.A.C. You could use any sort of highlighter. Now I'm going to use this one because this is one of my favorites. So just applying that right on the cheekbone over here. And you see it gives you like an immediate glow. So there we have it. This is the completed look. This is my New Year's Eve look. Of course, I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. I'm loving this dramatic eyes, navy colors, beautiful. Glowy skin, defined cheekbones, and of course a pouty lip. So Lauren, I just want to say thank you for asking me to be part of this collaboration. I'm always having a hard time saying that. I'll just say collabo, okay? For letting me do this collabo with you. Actually asking me, I was like, she asked me, oh my god. So yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I think you are a great artist and even more a better, great, awesome person. I think of you very, very highly, and you're a great inspiration for a lot of people out there, including myself. You're a hard working woman. So I like that. So thank you so much. And to you guys, I hope I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.